Tell them right now why they should roll with you.
Oh, hello, everybody. Different camera angle, different camera setup for tonight. Just trying some different stuff right now. Multi-streaming on Twitch and YouTube. And, oh, I see that my buddy Jarvis is on watching. He said he was just about to call me. I am cleaning up the studio a little bit. I've been doing that today, but I'm also multi-streaming. So Jarvis, I'm actually streaming to YouTube and Twitch at the exact same time. So if anybody else is out there, hello, welcome. It's great to have you here. Let me make sure all my audio's good. I think I'm good. Jarvis, you hear me okay? Beautiful. Yes, we can do this with your setup too, no problem. We can multi-stream you. We're gonna wanna do that. Also, I'm using the wireless mic right now too. So check this out, this is pretty sweet. Do I have the lock on? No, I don't, okay. So, perfect, love the background music vibes. Totally, some Star Wars vibes, man. Also, I'm having like weird hair stuff going on, like got a weird point in the middle. Okay, so I've been kind of tidying up, but it's sometimes you got to get worse to get better. Just interesting, but you know. So I'm shooting a video review on these new microphones that I got that are replacing these. So the Maonos. I keep forgetting. Hi, camera. My camera that's normally over there is behind me, set up, ready to go. And got the TV moved over here right now. I didn't have it here earlier today when I was streaming, so you can see that. So yeah. Jarvis, what are you up to tonight, man? Should I say Dat Boy Swag? I'll just call you Swag. Also, I'm trying to decide what tools need to go on my Pelican. No way, would never have guessed that was Star Wars. I like it. Mic sounds great and really nice that you can walk around. Yeah, exactly. We could do a similar kind of thing in your studio. We could definitely do that. I'll figure out a way. I mean, we can always just do it with my mics. That's fine too. I don't really care. Just have to, coordinate. Anyway, so I need to actually have a set of tools in my Pelican case because I've realized doing all this stuff, I don't have any tools in case something goes wrong, which is not a smart thing. So I went and got some tools today, Harbor Freight, ones that I'm not afraid if I lose them. So I got some Allen wrenches, super important. I got the screwdriver set, and I really need to grab like a crescent wrench and some pliers or a multi-tool or something, which I've got in the other room because I've got tons of those. And really, I didn't really need any more screwdrivers. I just wanted some of the smaller screwdrivers, but buying that whole set was like $8. This is crazy. Look at this. This is like $8 at Harbor Freight. I don't know how they do that. I don't know. But I really just wanted some of these smaller ones in there. Those are flatheads. Is there some Phillips? Yes, there's a Phillips. Is that a Phillips? No, that's a Star Key. But Star Keys are good too. Don't know that I'll need them. We'll see. Because I also have like H7 Star Keys. And this is kind of cool, this torque driver. So if anybody's, I got all the chats going too. Here's what's really cool. Jarvis, I'll let you see this. Oops, wrong direction. So you can see this right here is the chat for Twitch, and this is for YouTube. I can program this one to do both, and it'll tell you, it'll even do Facebook, which is really pretty sweet. All right, let's get that lock back on here. Go on, lock. Camera, lock. Oh, I didn't hit the lock button. Sorry. All right, so like I said, I'm getting some of these tools. Really what I need a different lid organizer for my Pelican case because the one that I have is, well, I have this one that I made, which is kind of cool. It works pretty well, but it's not as good as like an actual lid organizer. But then, it's got multiple pockets, which is pretty sweet. But this is the one that I have, and it's a laptop case and then a zip-up case. And they're great. The problem is, like, my laptop's a little bit bigger than this bag. It will fit. I just have to stretch it. But I keep my laptop in my backpack. So can I just throw a bunch of stuff up in here? Yes. But I like things organized, and they make different packs or different lid organizers that actually have like different pockets in it. Actually, let's check it out. I'll show you. I'll show you. All right, so we're gonna want to go to these. Do Studio One. There we go. And we're gonna want to go to Pelican 1510 lid organizer. There we go. Oh, sorry, wrong camera. I have the camera wrong. My bads. Let me fix that. I need to add a video capture device. All right, sorry about that, folks. Growing pains. There we go. Okay. So these are some of the different lid organizers. Let's see. See what we got. And there's some other brands that make them that are pretty sweet too. But like something like this would be great. It has multiple pockets. A-Mode. Those guys contacted me recently about reviewing this lid organizer. So maybe I'll ask, I don't know. I don't really need another deal right now. Although that is pretty cool with having the different pouches that are taller. I like that. A-modes are expensive though. That one's really expensive. A-mode, A-mode. Jason cases, Pelican case stuff. Okay. These easy clicks are pretty cool. The Molly lids, I like those. But really, I think like this is more than enough. They're inexpensive. They're easy to use. Plenty of pockets in there. That's probably the way I need to go. Get that lid organizer, and that would give me a lot more options to store some of the little things, because I like to keep everything like with things that are like it. So yeah, that's the name of that game. So that would help with the tools as well. But in the meantime, let's pick out some of these tools that I definitely will want in there. So like I said, I want both of these Allen wrench sets. So I got these. I want these mini screwdrivers. I don't need that torque handle. There was a mini flathead. Oh, it's in my hand. That's why. So I want this mini flathead. And I guess I can turn around so you guys can see me. There we go. So, mini flathead. I don't think I need the star keys. And then I'll probably take this multi-bit thing. Problem is, I don't like them flying around loose. I really don't like that one. It's kind of ugly. I don't like the blue. Is it blue with red? That's kind of weird. What are your guys' essentials? Like, if there's anybody that is like photo, video people, you know, photo, video, whatever, traveling people, what tools do you take with you? There's a flathead. So like I said, definitely need that flathead. I need a bigger flathead, but I want to keep this pretty compact as well. Now this would be fine if it opened up in the back. So maybe I'll grab one of my, let me go grab my other tools from the other room. I'll be right back. All right, you can probably still, if you can, I'm in my garage in a whole different room. A whole new room. Okay. I like this one better. Oh, here we go. I have these things that have bits in them. I don't have to worry about them flying loose. So let's do that. Take that fella. I like this screwdriver. I definitely didn't need to buy any screwdrivers, but I did, so. Okay, I think I got everything I need. Maybe a set of needle nose, or I need a multi-tool. There's my multi-tool. I got one. Okay, coming back in, folks. I swear, there's, you know, don't worry, I'm not just the Wizard of Oz here, the man behind the curtain. I just had to go into the garage, grab some stuff. All right, I'm back. Did you miss me? Did you miss me? All right, so here's what I grabbed. Ooh, looks like we got some people watching too. Welcome. All right, so I got this multi-tool that's like Leatherman. Gotta have that. Okay, so that's one of the tools that's gonna go in there. We've got some pliers. Gotta have pliers. Crescent wrench. And a screwdriver with some drivers. Gotta have them. So the only thing is, like, I don't like the drivers, all the drivers that are in here, so I'm gonna swap some of these out with this new set that I got. Let's see. Let's see what I got. It's a nice set though. I like this case. So let's zoom in. There we go. Alright, so I've got some good, oh, that one's kind of wallered out. We don't want that. probably needs thrown away. Yeah, that needs thrown away. Okay, that bit looks good. And I don't think I need the square hexes. Let's knock these boys out. Oopsie. Oopsie. So how's everybody doing tonight? What's good on a Monday night? It's a nice quiet Monday night. I dig that. Okay. So let's see. Do I have a couple? I do have a couple of hex keys. Instead of the square. Is that a... That looks pretty round. Cool. That should do the trick. So we got a bunch of different bits in there. And the screwdriver for those. I don't think anything else really. I think everything else is pretty much covered with the other tools that I grabbed. Because again, you don't want to have a ton. But you definitely need some tools in your Pelican case. So I can go back up there. That needs to go away in the other room. You put that away. So now the big thing is, where do said tools get stored? I guess right now they can go up in these little pouches. So that's screwdriver stuff. This can be pliers. And that Leatherman really needs to be in my backpack. But fly, well, I used to fly all the time. I don't fly that much anymore. But can't keep a Leatherman when you fly. Okay, there's the screwdrivers, the little ones that I want. These are gonna go up here. There we go. And I just made these out of Trapper Keeper like pouches, like pencil case pouches. They work really well. Put some Velcro on the back. Can't go wrong. Chat is quiet tonight too. Y'all, I like it when you talk. So I know that you're listening and paying attention, or if you have questions or anything like that, let me know. Sorry, my fly was down. All right, so my tools are in there. We're good there. Let's get this thing closed up then. Kind of out of the way. I don't need it right now. At least I don't think I do. Okay. So let's tidy up. Tidy up, folks. We got a couple people watching on YouTube. I don't know that anyone's watching on Twitch or not. Let's see. I mean, it doesn't cost me anything extra to run it on Twitch, so I might as well. Okay, that needs put away, put away. These all need put over here. Okay, these go over here. Stream Elements bot is running. Thank you. Way late, but thank you still, nonetheless. Oh man. Oh. Hello. What's up, Ian? I had to look because I know several Ians. Thank you so much. So this is my lovely studio and trying to get it cleaned up and organized because I got to shoot some product demo videos. Really need to shoot it tonight. I was supposed to shoot it earlier today, but kind of got sidetracked with a work project. Totally fine. It's one of those things that happens. But Ian, where are you from? I can't see your icon to know if you're my brother. I know you're not my brother, Ian, but I also have 2 friends that are named Ian. So. Also, Ian, if you think the studio's cool, check this out. I made this. Here, let's disconnect the cable. There we go. Pretty sweet, huh? They are not Philips Hue lights. They're like, I think they're like Feet or Fight or whatever from Lowe's, but they do work with Google Home. So all the lights in here, everything is all controllable. From San Jose, California. Well, man, welcome. I'm glad you're here. My name's The Derek Frank because there's another Derek Frank, so I'm The Derek Frank. But you know, we used to work in the music industry, still technically kind of do, but I do a lot of like tech reviews, DIY projects for studios, some traveling vlogs. I do a lot of stuff on the channel, but mostly it's like music or tech related. So like right now I'm using these Rode Wireless Go 2 mics so I can walk around the room. I've got the OBS Bot Tiny, so it's following me, so I can kind of tidy up, but still not have to yell and hope one of my microphones picks it up. So yeah, that's the name of that game. Yeah, I'm just tidying up the studio. I started earlier today, but then had to run to a video shoot, and then it got messy again. That's what happens. I'm really working towards having a full setup that I can just take with me and never have to take out of here. Like don't depend on stuff here to mess up my normal workflow. Like a setup that is always in a case, just run and gun when I gotta go. And then I don't have to worry about taking it out and putting everything away again. Because like right now I'm gonna be behind in this video and I have to move all this stuff for another thing I'm doing in here tomorrow. It's always something. First world problems though. Let's put this controller away. These guitars are not working right there either. I don't like them there. About ready to mount them back on the wall. We'll see. We shall see. Oh, hey Google, turn on accent lights. There we go. Okay, pocket knife goes over here. All right, I'm gonna take this stuff, put it in the garage again real quick. So I'll be right back. You'll still hear my audio, which is great. Just trying to get some of this stuff put away the right way. Be right back. Hold tight. Keep chatting. Chat amongst yourself. Rhode Island's neither a road nor an island. Discuss. All right, that's done. Now, I mentioned this stuff earlier. This is like the cleaning stuff for my camera. I really need to start taking this with me more. But again, I need better storage, and I actually need a bigger case. And I have some bigger cases coming. They're on the way. I'm not sure when they'll be here. And then I've got more of these smaller ones. I shouldn't say small. This is the 1510. This is the size, the biggest you can take is a carry-on. Oh, excuse me, hiccup. This is the biggest size you can take for a carry-on, so that's this. You can see all my amazing stickers on there. But I've got another 1510 that's being custom painted by some good friends of mine. You'll see more about that very soon. Okay, so all these cleaning supplies, I have an extra little pouch thing down here. I could use that. Could throw them in there, I guess. I don't know how much of it will fit. I don't use the spray. I use the little eye dropper thing to blow out the dust in the lens, so that's important. Need that. The alcohol swabs are pretty important, so definitely need some of those in there. And then I will need the little lipstick brush, call it. So it looks like a lipstick thing, but it's actually a little soft brush. What DAW am I currently using? I use Studio One. I've used Pro Tools. I used Logic for a little bit. I used Saw Studio for a while, which was wonderful. I wish they would have developed it more because it was a really great program. But yeah, I've been using Studio One for like 3 years now. Really happy with it. I'm on Studio One 6. Got a bunch of these. I'll put these polished cloths in here with all the maintenance, cleaning supply stuff. Sorry, I didn't mean to sniffle into the microphone. Ian, which DAW do you use? I take it you're an engineer or aspiring engineer. If y'all are watching and you haven't done so already, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Helps the channel out a lot when you do that. And I'm sorry if you get a bunch of shots of my butt while I'm trying to get all this stuff organized. Apologies. Okay, that can go over there. Okay, this is pretty well organized. Some extra lens caps, those need to stay in here. Because those are for the lens that I've got back there. Logic Pro X. Yeah, I liked Logic a lot. Well, there's a couple deciding factors. One of them didn't come into play until later. I'm using a PC. I dumped my Mac and I've got a video on my channel about why I did that. Mostly it was because after putting a ton of money into my Mac Pro, now they make it so you can't upgrade the operating system anymore and you can't service your own units anymore. So I was done with Mac at that point. But I switched, when I was really decided I was done with Pro Tools, I switched back and forth between Logic and Studio One. I was just kind of like deciding which one I wanted more. And for me, since I do a lot more instrument tracking, not as much sampling, I don't do a lot of sampling at all. So not very much sampling. I don't really do a lot of beat stuff. I can and I have, but it's not my main thing. It's really just like the real live tracking. That's where Studio One won it for me. And actually, I'll show you some more of the studio. There's the drums over there. I know you could probably see them before, but I've got some of my video lights up again because this video shoot. Keyboard, and I've got a lot of the stuff in storage too in the other room. Yep, there she is. Let's do a full spin around. There's the stairs upstairs. And this is my desk setup. So there's top monitor, middle monitor, bottom. This is all touchscreen. So the big thing on my channel is how I made, like my biggest video is how I made this 50-inch touchscreen for like $400. Anyone can do it. Actually, my good buddy Jarvis is putting out a video on how he made one. We made it in we put it all together and had it working in less than 30 minutes. super great. He got a 55 inch. Of course, he had to outdo me. It's okay, it's fine, it's fine. It's fine, Jarvis. So this is one of my foam dividers that I made, that I used pluck foam and Plasti Dip to seal it. So that's kind of cool, but I prefer the Pelican Trek packs. Okay, what are these cables for? USB-C, and I have quite a few USB-C cables. And I love that almost everything is USB-C now. I know that they're really pushing hard to get iPhones USB-C. I think Europe, or at least the UK, made them. Like, you have to. Oh, here, let's do that tap lock again. Sorry. There we go. A couple USB-C cables. These can stay out of this case because this case has enough. So Ian, what all do you do recording wise? Like, do you play instruments? Do you make beats? What's your thing, man? This selfie stick doesn't need to go in there either. Like, this is all like GoPro stuff, but I do need it in there at some point, but not right now. Can all go with my backpack. And that was my phone gimbal too, so I don't need that over there. These can go over here with my backpacks. It's a lens. Other than that, I think I'm pretty good over here. Just a ball of lint. Gross. I love how like my Twitch is like fixing up the studio music. First time griefing. What? Home studio. Recording studio. I play the piano and just started to get into beats about last year. Nice. Cool, man. Yeah, I've got my 88 key, weighted key, keyboard, MIDI controller, piano over here. I was talking about this earlier today because I don't use it a lot, but it's one of those things that when I need it right now. And I don't want to like take it down and then have to set it up when I really need it. Also because it's very big and heavy, and I know if I put it away, it'll get tucked behind a bunch of other things. So, yeah. Okay, I need to put some of these backpacks away. What's all in this one? This one might be empty. Camo space. I think this backpack is empty, minus this water bottle. Things get thrown away. Anything in the front? You only have a 49 key. That's totally fine. I mean, if it works for you, by all means. I also have like a little MIDI controller keyboard, like a tiny one. I was using it when I was traveling a lot, but then like I found I didn't, like it was too hard to actually play piano. It's basically just for making beats. And if I'm gonna make beats, I'm gonna use my PreSonus Atom. It's easier to lug around and it's cooler, and I don't know. Okay, these two bags can go away. I really need to clean out this closet area. The closet's not bad back here. It's just that like I've got some things that need to come out of there and get put in a different place. Oh, stuck on the snare drum. Let go. There we go. Okay, sorry, I know you can't see me over here doing all this crap. I should put like my GoPro on my head and have it transmit wirelessly. That'd be kind of fun. I could totally do that. I could totally do that. Oh, hey, camera. There we go. It's always funny when the camera loses you. I really don't want to put this table away, but it's almost 9 o'clock. I'm not gonna shoot this video tonight. Really sucks because I've got it all set up ready to go. Like really, really sucks. Because I've got the camera and tripod exactly where I want it. I got the table exactly where I want it. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I still try to shoot it tonight? I don't like shooting this late. I'm tired. I don't like shooting when I'm tired. Screw it. I'm moving it. I'm moving it. And you know what? I need to take this down anyways because I need this camera tomorrow morning for a video shoot that I'm going to in the morning, so never mind. I could have left the tripod where it was, but oh well. Right? So let's go ahead and just move this table here. And this is a friend of mine's bass drum. He bought it here in Nashville. He's like, hey man, if I buy this, would you pick it up until I can get it the next time? I'm like, sure, no problem. So he's gonna be bringing that. Or he's gonna, not bringing it, he's gonna be picking it up. Sorry, I get sidetracked pretty easy. That out of the way. Let's get my lens cap, my Pelican lens cover, which is really cool. I love this thing. Love it. All right. So this is my photo and video box. It's got like lights in it, and you can change the backgrounds in there, different colors and textures, green screen. It's great for doing product shots, especially with having the lights already in there and don't really have to do anything. So see how easy that was to move that in and out? And the cool thing is, with having the photo box up here, it's eye level. So if I'm shooting stuff, like product stuff, I can just turn it on real quick. See how that's a lot of light. And I can just do this. It's pretty sweet. Man, it's got some lint. That's why I have a lint roller too. Collects a lot of dust. Well, this one does. It's like a black felt kind of thing. Okay, so I'll turn that off. Cool. Now it looks so much better in here, just opening it up like that. Like when the room's closed off, it just looks messier, even if it's not that messy. Keyboard can go over here. I really need to clean up this space back here, but it's not gonna happen tonight. I'll do it in the morning. It's not that bad, I just need to like throw some stuff where it needs to go. USB-C cable. Again, I love USB-C. Hopefully it's what the industry standard becomes. It pretty much seems that way, but we've thought that before. We've had some different cable types that we thought were gonna be the next one or the one. I think USB-C is great because it doesn't matter what direction it is, it works. It's high speed. It's just all around great. also, I should probably charge a couple of my batteries for my camera because I don't know how well they're charged. Let's get those out of here. There's one. I have so much crap in here that I don't even have enough space for everything I have. And a lot of the stuff in here is pretty much essential, at least like if it has backup plans and stuff. So if something happens, that's what this stuff is for. Like this thing kind of is not ideal sized. This is my case for my filters, my lens filters. Not a good size. So there's just not a great place to put it. And you need to kind of be careful because it is glass. All right, so I got 3 of these battery packs that I need to charge. One of the chargers is over here. I've got other one in my hand that I'll plug in. Sorry, you're gonna lose me for a second. It says this one's 100%, so never mind. I only have 2 of them I need to charge. Yeah, 31%. Definitely need charged. And then this guy, this one doesn't say how much it is, so we'll just assume that it's dead. Great. And then these 2 longer batteries are charged, ready to go. Okay, hello camera, there it goes. Sorry, I had to get like right up in it just so it recognizes my face. So one of my camera batteries is good, and then 2 of my batteries for the screen for my field monitor are good. So those can go back in here. Yeah, see, I don't have enough space already. Part of it is this thing. This case that the Rodes come in, the Rode wireless go-tos are not, it's not great. I'm still in there, there we go. So I'm gonna leave this put together. I'm not gonna put it in the big case right now because I've got the video shoot in the morning, so I'm just gonna go straight into using this. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I had to think about it for a second. All right, so that is all ready to go for the morning. Can't go wrong there. Man, everybody that's watching, I appreciate it, but you're awful quiet. Not a lot of people in the chat talking tonight. It's nice and chill on a Monday. All right, let's clean up this little area. Some Nerf guns. Hope I'm not unplugging my internet because the cable's back there. Putting away magazines. I just have so much crap over here that kind of, again, another catch-all area. I'm just like, oh, throw that there and I'll put it away later, and then later rarely comes. Cotter pins, those can go up here. A lot of these are just HDMI cables that need put away, but kind of got entangled up. So let me fix them. And even though you can't really see me because the camera's off of me, damn it. Sorry. I'm still here, I promise. I'll fix the camera. Hold on. Let me get these cables put away and I'll fix the camera. Dang it. Hate it when that happens. Okay, that's a lot better. Still not great, but it's better. Okay, let me fix this. Sorry, folks. Sorry. Sorry. Oh, Nerf war, huh? I'd have to bring, well, I had to borrow some guns. I'm not bringing mine back because I'm not driving, I'm flying. So I'm not gonna fly with a bunch of Nerf guns. I would love to, but I'm not going to. Man. Okay, well, I'm in really good shape now. Everything's pretty well cleaned up. I'm happy with it. Happy with the setup. I need to put away a bunch of shoes, but that's not a big deal. That'll take only a few seconds to put shoes away. At least put these up. I know I'm not gonna wear those anytime soon. So like my workout walking shoes. I'm still here, I promise. So what everybody have for dinner tonight? Anybody eat anything good? I had some like Italian dressing chicken. It was delicious. Did in the crock pot. Super easy meal, but it was super good. There's still like areas I need to clean here, but they're fine for right now. How are these jams too? I'm using some different Star Wars music. Let's listen to it. I can only hear them if I have my headphones in. Let's see. Oh yeah, I like those. Yeah, those are pretty good. Tangled. I wish there was a way that I could do like wireless headphones from my interface. I can do it, but then it has a little bit of a lag, and when you're talking and you hear your voice delayed, that's a no-go. Oh. John, thank you so much, man. I appreciate it. You should totally make the touchscreen, and I will show you why. Are you ready? Oopsie. There we go. There it is, right there. Here's the touchscreen. You can see it's very easy to use. Simple. It's really dusty, I think. Maybe not. I can't. Oh yeah, it's very dusty. I need to dust it off. That's one thing I forget. You don't see it, like you don't see the dust on there until like you're using it and you haven't dusted it in a minute. And then if you turn like the lights off in a certain way, yeah, that's really bad. Yeek. Eek. That's rough. Here, I got a can of duster. There we go. That'll help a little bit. But it still needs wiped down. I need to like actually polish it, but yeah, you should totally do it. It's super easy to make, easy to use. know, for instance, like I can just touch stuff here. Of course, the one software I touch is like the worst for opening stuff. Yeah, it's Razer. There it goes. So, go up here, go to Synapse, go check out all our stuff. Check out our camera being used. Yeah, I got it. Stream controller. So, really cool. Love having it. It's great for recording when you have all your faders and different knobs that you can just touch and turn and all that fun jazz. So John, where are you from? I appreciate you hanging out, by the way. That's where like a lot of the people on my channel are from, is from that video of my touchscreen, which is so funny because it was like one of the worst quality videos I have, and it's still performing really well. But it just shows you, like, if you're into YouTube, just get started. I didn't have the expensive cameras at the time. You know, it was during the pandemic, and Andrew Masters did the studio tour of my old studio that was outside that I sold, and it took off, and people started like, hey, how can I make that screen? So I made the video, and it did really well. I need to do an updated one, which I technically am doing an updated one. One of my clients, we made him one, and we built the whole touchscreen in less than 30 minutes and had it up and running. Amazing, super great. They're not hard to do. They're not very expensive. Like, the frame is like 250 bucks, depending on the size you get. They're right around 250 for most sizes. You're in Missouri. You've watched it several times. Yeah, Andrew did a studio tour of my old studio. So that was the one. I had a 12 by 24 shed out back, and I sold it because we were looking at selling the house. And we didn't sell the house. Oh gosh. And the studio wouldn't have, like, the shed was completely finished, heat, air, everything, but it wouldn't have added any value to the house. And also, normally when I'm doing lives, I've got my really nice camera up here. I just am using it for something else. It's right here. And since I'm using it for something else, I was like, oh, this is already set up, might as well use it. Plus, this one follows me around, and I've been running around the studio all night. So that's why I'm using that camera. It's an okay camera. It's the OBS Bot Tiny. You can get the OBS Bot Tiny 4K now. This one's only 1080, but the 4K is really, really nice. That one is significantly better than mine. The biggest issue with this studio, I need to do a studio tour in here. I've been saying that for a year. I just haven't done it, and I've moved this room around like 4 times since then, but the biggest issue is the ceilings are so low. My old studio was 10-foot ceilings. These are 7. Which sucks. But it does sound good down here, especially because I have all the panels. Let's look around at the panels here. Let's unlock this. So also I can control the camera from my Stream Deck, which is cool. Okay, so back behind the screen, you can't see them, but there's a panel back there. There's that panel. They're all Star Wars flags too, so that's a panel. And I made all these. I've got a video on how I made my panels, from also very cheap. I'm a pretty cheap guy. The windows, so the black and purple, those are those cheap foam things from Amazon. Don't buy those, they're garbage. I have them double-sided, and it's just to cover the windows, and I already had them. The 2 flags in the back, the Mandalorian flag and the Galactic Empire flag, are both panels. If you look above the drums, there's a cloud as well. And then you go over here, and there's this massive panel. Oh, my camera won't go that far. My bad. But I've got another massive panel right there. It's huge. It's 4 foot by 5 foot. And then the natural brick wall in the fireplace. That fireplace is a really good natural reverb chamber. So what I'll do is, like, I'll throw a microphone up in that fireplace. We don't use the fireplace anymore. So I'll throw a microphone up there, and And I'll also throw a microphone at the top of the staircase to get really good, like, natural echo or reverb. I guess reverb would be the better term. So John, what software do you use? What DAW are you using? I use Studio One, but I know that the touch surface is compatible with a lot of different things. And I use a PC instead of a Mac. I used to use a Mac, which, you know, was a pain to get it to program right, but it did work. But on PC, you just plug it in and it works. You can calibrate it, but like the calibration is just like super fine tuning. You don't really have to do much with that. Got all kinds of notifications. Oh, Movo just put a bunch of videos up. I like Movo. They make microphones and stuff, kind of like Rode, but cheaper. All right. So I'm also streaming on Twitch, but I don't think anyone's watching on Twitch, so I'm gonna stop Twitch. There we go. Twitch is stopped. I like that. We aren't cheap, we're resourceful. I'm definitely also still cheap. But I will say, like, I'm very good at making things happen. And then I do have a lot of nice gear in here. Like, in the Andrew Masters video, I don't even remember. Oh, I had like some cheap monitors. Some really cheap monitors. But I've got some pretty decent monitors now that I'm really happy with. I did a video on these as well. I've got the PreSonus Iris E7 XTs, which are the blue cone, and then the KRK V6s. Those are not Rockets, which I used to have Rockets. That's what I did the comparison video on with my old Rocket 6s. But the V6s are like their higher end KRK. Those are really nice. But I love the PreSonus Iris E7 XTs. Oh, and then we can check out like my interfaces and pre's and stuff. So there's my PreSonus 1824C, which is 8/technically it's 10 channel interface, but then I've got the Digimax DP88, which adds another 8 channels. Got the Warm Audio, sorry that the camera's blocking itself. The Warm Audio WA412, it's a 4 channel API kind of clone. It's great. And then the Warm Audio 1176, which is also quite fantastic compressor. I love it. You switched from Pro Tools to Reaper in 2009. Good for you. I've used Reaper before. I liked it. I liked it just fine, actually. I hate Pro Tools though. I definitely hate Pro Tools. I love my Studio One. Studio One's been great, especially now they have Sphere membership where you get everything for a monthly fee. Fantastic. Really good. Oh, I'm hitting buttons. Yeah, and as far as resourceful goes, like I've definitely made most of the stuff in here. I made my desk, I made the touchscreen, made all my own panels. All the lighting in here is all stuff that I've done and programmed, which is not that hard. I should do videos on that, but I don't know. Enough people have done videos on how to do smart lighting. I'm trying to do some different stuff. Plus, like, I'm backlogged on videos. Whenever I get time, I end up getting another like project, like another client. Client work always comes first. If it didn't, my channel would probably generate enough income where I could just do that. But no, clients come first. I need to, like, rather than do these lives, I should probably do videos. But I like to go live when I'm cleaning up the studio, because then I'm like killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Like expanding my network, meeting new people on here, sometimes the old people that just like to jump on, and then also I'm cleaning. It's been great. Yeah, I switched from Pro Tools. I haven't used Pro Tools in like probably 6 years. No, I was still using Pro Tools a little bit, but I was jumping around a lot. I was was even using like Audacity, which I don't like that. It's too cheap. But then like 3 years ago is when I made the switch over to Studio One, when I was also testing out Logic. Logic was great. I really liked it. I talked about this a little bit ago, but Studio One won my heart. You're on a sorry. You're on a PC as well. Actually worked twice for Apple as a tech. Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm an Android phone guy. I've got a Google phone and I've got a Samsung phone over there. So like I like to switch back and forth because I don't trust the Google phones because they break quite a bit actually. Like they just won't make calls or get calls. But the only like Apple product I still have is I have an iPad Mini 4. I do love iPads. I think they're fantastic. I need a new one. I want an iPad Pro. But I switched from a Mac to a PC like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago maybe. After I put all kinds of money into my Mac from OWC, I had it all redone. It was great, running fast, and then as the operating system stopped getting supported from Apple and they won't let you update, I even hacked it twice to get different operating systems, but then software stops working, things aren't supported, and now the fact that you can't work on your own Apple products, like you can't add more RAM, you can't do any modifications to them. How are the camera on the Google phones? The best cameras on the market. I think they're better than the iPhones. That's why I really wanted it. So I actually ditched this phone for like 9 months, maybe a year, because it wouldn't make calls or text. Like, it was a great camera. The camera was amazing, but I didn't buy it to be a camera. I bought it to be a phone. But they've since fixed all that. So I've got the Samsung S22, I think I've got an S22, whatever it is. It's fine. The Samsung cameras are just mediocre. They're just like, okay. But it's a great phone, which is the whole purpose of it. But the fact that I can have two and have one as a backup, because I made a bad mistake where I had a Google Pixel 4, and those had an issue where the batteries would come disconnected on the inside, and I had it repaired a few times, and then it was starting to go out, but when they would go out, the ribbon cable would go bad too. And I was gone for a month on a cruise ship doing all these different music festival cruises, like the Kiss Cruise, Michael Franti, Melissa Etheridge Rock Boat, and I had a couple days off, so I went to Disney World. I was fighting the phone, couldn't keep it charged because of the battery issue, and I'm like, okay, well, I'm driving around Florida, and I live in Tennessee, I live in Nashville, so I was like, I gotta figure this out, whatever. Well, then I had to get back on the boat. I was like, I'll figure it out when I get home. I was only gone for like another week and a half at that point, so I had to get back on the boat, and I ended up going to a Miami Dolphins game because my aunt and uncle got us tickets, and I'm a Dolphins fan. And the Dolphins scored a touchdown. The girl next to me like threw her hands up in the air, like cheering, and it hit my phone and went. I had no phone. It was a horrible situation. I barely even got on the boat because that was when you still had to have all your documents for negative testing. You had to test when you got there. You had to have all your vaccination records, all that stuff, and it was all on my phone. I had no way of getting it because the testing part was text to me. Luckily, I was able to get in through my Verizon account, pull that stuff, print it off that night. But there was no way I could get an Uber or a cab because I didn't have a phone. So luckily, my aunt took me, and she's like, LaPorte doesn't open for like another couple hours, and she had to get to work. She's a teacher. I'm like, I tell you what, take me to this hotel. I know that's where the staff for Six Man, who runs the music festivals, this is where they stay. They'll be able to get me there. So that's what she did, and I jumped on the bus with the Six Man people and got on the boat. Handed them all my paperwork. It was great. But then I didn't have a phone the whole week on board. Luckily, I had my laptop and my iPad so I could check email because I was also working when I still had a normal people job. And then when I got off the boat, I had no way to get an Uber. Luckily, I had one of my artists with me, and she was able to obviously use her phone. And we got it taken care of that way. So now, long story longer, I carry two phones when I'm traveling. And phones make some of the best webcams. I will show you. Let's see if we can fire this up. Okay, there's that. Get this software opened up. There it is. Now this is really cool. You guys are gonna dig this, I think. I need to add a video capture device, existing phone. Here we go, check this out. Now it's wireless. So this is on my Samsung. Look how great that picture is. Way better than the webcam. And here's why they're so much better. Because phones have much bigger processors. Webcams, there's no way they have the computing power of these phones. These phones are majorly fast now. That's a great picture. Like, really good. And it's not connected to anything, it's just wireless. So watch, I'll show you. I'll shift back. I'll take the phone camera off. There we go. So that's all it is. It's just this phone right here. Pretty great. And this is nice because then, like, if I need to go around the room and show you guys something, I can. But then, man, the colors are fantastic. Like, that's as good as my DSLR. Not quite, but it's pretty darn good. Maybe I should just set this up for a webcam from now on. And the only reason I have this other one is because it follows me wherever I go. But they make one of those, actually I think that same company makes a tracking system. You can put your phone in, and then the device that it sits in tracks you. But the reason I had this ready to go was so that I could, I could go over to the drums. I could like do more of a room tour kind of thing. I am really impressed with how good the quality is on this right now. I bet it'd look really good through my Google phone. Like, look how much better the colors look on this versus the webcam. In the ultra wide screen. This looks way better even than a GoPro as well. But also, I have this little mount up here that I can put, and you can see behind. Yeah, cell phones are always going to make better webcams than a webcam. They have all the processing power. Look at my head comes to a nice point right here. Look at this. My hair's not in good shape today. There we go. So this is where the OBS bot camera is. But the fact that you can use a phone and have it wireless, like just going through your Wi-Fi, that good, that tells you something. And I don't even think I have it set at 4K. I think I only have it at 1080. Let me see. Yeah, it's only at 1080. Let's set it at 4K and see what it looks like. I remember that there was quite a bit of lag when you switched it to 4K. No? Maybe that's gotten fixed as software updated. Gotta love software updates. .24 FPS, okay. That looks good. Okay, cool. Well, and then you can adjust a lot on there as well. I think I've got a lot of it set to auto, but you can adjust a ton of stuff. You can even do this beautify. Look, that was kind of cool. Some beauty. This beautify button is kind of interesting. It just makes it more vibrant. So there we go. That's the name of that game. I like it. I like it a lot. That also might answer my question as to, like, I like to game over here and have the TV, the sliding TV. Now, John, did you see my video with my sliding TV? Because that's pretty sweet. But I have the sliding TV and pull it over by the pole behind me and like to sit on the couch. But then I can't stream it that way because I'm not in front of all my cameras. Well, now I think I could just do that. Put that camera over here. I also have a camera above all of these. which is, I will turn it on for you. There you go. So you can see all of this, because that camera's up here. That's actually a really good webcam. That's the Razer Kaio. Now see, the next thing I'd like to do, okay, you did see that. I'd like to do the moving screen with a touchscreen. The problem is, like, I'd have to have the computer mounted to the back of the TV, which I could do. I used to have the Xbox mounted to the back of that TV. Hello again. So again, here's that, and this webcam's like $250 versus the phone. Significantly better. Look at that. I'm still thinking like 1080 looks a little crisper. More crisp? I don't think the 4K looks as good. Let's switch it back. Because I still think that being broadcast like that makes it a little bit different. So let's go back to 1080. Here it comes. Yeah, see, I think 1080 looks a little bit better. Now you can plug these in and do like a hardwired through USB, and then it's really, really fast. But I'm not seeing any lag right now. They've gotten so much better with the software. And so if you have any old phones, like I've used some older, like I used a Note 8 as a webcam with this software. It's just IV Cam. There's several other ones. But I used the Note 8 and it was still really great. Basically, it's whatever your phone can do. All right, folks. Look at that. That's what I see when I'm streaming and working. Look at all that stuff. It's funny, like from this angle, that panel does not look that big, but that panel is 4 feet by 5 feet. It's huge. So that's the studio. I need to do a studio tour still. But anyways, I think that's it for me tonight. Turn this one off. Thank you, John. I appreciate it. If there's ever any videos you want me to cover, by all means, let me know. I love when people give me suggestions and things they want, because then I know they're going to watch it. And that's kind of the goal. So yeah, if you ever, and make sure you follow my other socials. It's the Derek Frank on everything. Connected? What? Yeah, I know I'm connected. Webcam, got it. Let's see if I turn that off somewhere. Yes, I gotta turn it up here. Cool. All right, well, folks, I am tired. I'm gonna go to bed. But y'all have a good night. Be safe out there, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye.